Good afternoon, Aidan Smith here at Jardine, Bury St Edmunds BMW, and today I'm showing you around this lovely 3 Series Sport, finished in a colour which has only been released very recently, or at least only available on the 3 Series recently. This is Phytonic Blue, a nice metallic kind of deep blue within the range. We've got some lovely LED headlights as standard, we've got all-in-one piece kidney grille, which BMW are known for, and we've got these lovely sport alloy wheels as well. Now what makes this car very, very rare is that not only is it a sport model, and there's quite a few M Sport models out there, this of course means a slightly smaller size of alloy wheel and maybe a slightly softer suspension, but this vehicle is a 330e, so of course it has that area there to charge it. Just a little bit of info on that. That's a Type 2 connection and you can charge it in 2 different ways. You'll get both cables as standard, so a standard 3-pin plug socket cable, around 5 hours from 0 to 100%, or a slightly faster connection, a public charging cable you'll get with the car, or of course you could have a wall box fitted to charge the vehicle in around 2.5 to 3 hours from 0 to 100%, and that will get you up to 41 miles of electric. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about that in a bit more detail to you is the fact that there's only 2 ways you can tell on this car that it's a 330e. Of course, one is, of course, what I mentioned just there, that lovely little area there, and then, of course, the badge on the back. So that's the only 2 ways that you can tell. It's, of course, a 2-litre petrol engine with that electric motor. We get a reversing camera as standard at the boot, but when I go to lift up the boot area just here, this vehicle hasn't been through the workshop, so it will have an electronic tailgate, as you can see with the button just there. And then the button just next to it is, of course, the lock button. And that is, of course, the fact that this vehicle has keyless entry, which I'll talk to you about in a moment. One thing I really want to focus on with opening this boot is this mess that you can see just in here. Everything's still very much within its plastics, but I've left it deliberately this way for a reason, because I want to show you something. The boot is currently set up with a feature which utilises the full amount of space located just at the front here, because of course at the back underneath there is some batteries, so you have a slightly raised boot. So I'm now just showing you, as part of that, we've got all of our plastics in here, you've got our 2 charging cables at the back just there, but this is where this can be further utilised. I'm now going to pause the video and just show you how I can further utilise that boot space for further things. So now, because of that secondary boot floor, what I've actually done is kept everything now underneath, so it's all hidden out the way just here, of course, all underneath. And then, of course, I've pushed that all to the back, so I can really utilise the space in more detail. If I wasn't to do that and have all that stuff under there, this area here just literally just clicks up, and I can then just push down the area and then make full use of that space there. That would be a good example for things such as golf clubs or something like that. As I now bring that down, this vehicle is fitted with a package which is quite a rare package to find on this sport model, but an incredible package to benefit from, which is called the Comfort Plus package. We've already seen a few of those features, the electronic boot lid, and we're about to come up to the car with the Comfort Access now. If the vehicle had been through the workshop, I'll be able to demonstrate this to you, but a little sensor just there to lock the vehicle, and then of course put my hand in the door handle and it will unlock. As long as the keys are nearby, it will do that. As I then open the door, you can see that we have a heated steering wheel just down there as well, along with heated seats. But then to top it all off, this car has the full electric seats just down here. Lots of different seating adjustments, and our memory seat positions just there that twin in with the mirrors. A really, really nice thing to benefit from on this car. We have that Vanasca leather upholstery as well, contrasts very nicely against the Phytonic Blue. And as I jump in, we also have the Live Cockpit Professional in this car. As it is the 330e, it comes standard with this larger screen to really benefit from the latest technology. We can also send a separate video of this all in working action, as unfortunately I can't turn this on at the moment due to the vehicle not going through the workshop. As I come down here, I just want to finalise on some things just down here for you. I'm just going to focus the screen for you. Now, there's some buttons that are slightly different compared to a normal 3 Series. I just want to talk you through those. This button here is called battery control. So when you run out of your electric, this is the button that you would press in order to try and utilise and recuperate electric range if possible. Really, really nice feature if you do wish to use that. So if you're doing longer journeys or something like that, that's where, of course, you can be recuperating things back. We have a sport mode where it can help to use, if possible, it can help to use electric range if there is any, and it can help to make the car just a little bit faster. We also have just here the hybrid mode just located here. That comes in that mode as standard. So, of course, when you start the car every time, it will start in that mode. And then we can hit that button a second time and it will go into Hybrid Eco Pro. And that is just a slightly more fuel-efficient way of dealing with things. So even when you do run out of electric, it will try to use that 2-litre petrol engine as carefully as possible. Along with the electric mode, of course, for fully electric. So up to 41 miles of electric in this car. If you want to drive purely electric, you can press this button. And I also believe through the settings, you can set this to do this as well. Well, that's everything about this car. A fantastic specification and a very, very rare model. If you have any questions, feel free to get in contact with us. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.